Hello everybody, welcome back to Language Litigation and Integration Part 52, Casual Conversation 17. Hope everyone's just having a wonderful time on the carnival that is the planet Earth. Today we're going to talk about mask efficacy, vaccine type and mode, and efficacy, boosters, my own pericarditis. I got another denial. I cannot sing. I need to develop my voice. Yes, I do. People have been writing songs referencing me for years, but I need to develop my voice. Yes, I do. Okay. So, first I was just watching Brett Weinstein's Dark Horse Podcast live stream 105 with Heather Hang, his wife. And just some more breakthrough ideas. But I want to just talk about straightforward shit on the coronavirus health practices. But then I gotta get another denial and then maybe some stories. But first off, I just want to pick up where we left off on the last casual conversation about beta society, males and females. A couple other just things that popped in my head that I forgot. Forgot to reference the great intellectual that is Candace Owens. And so here's a picture of my understanding of Candace Owens' intellect. She's pegging Dave Rubin. Dave Rubin's saying nice right in the butthole. And and Dave Rubin, again, I watched another one of his shitty, worthless. I don't watch Dave Rubin's podcast much, except for when the Canadian professors are admitting to being sexually aroused at depicting the torturing and death of other human beings. But again, politically right, conservative, vaccine mandates are stupid and illegal, which is no, you have no place to speak on that. And then, but he said Candace Owens is changing the world. Candace Owens is, again, I'm not sure who's a bigger bimbo. I really fucking don't. Kamala Harris, who's visiting Columbus today, Elaine Bryan, the police chief of Columbus PD, or fucking Candace Owens. They're all empowered. Yeah. Go solve shit, you dumb fucking bimbo cunts. Where's your results? How much food have you put on other people's plates? What decisions have you made? What businesses have you started? What actions have you done that have fed people for generations? Oh, you go fucking wrap up a food at a fucking bank house, at a fucking food bank. Feed people for generations. They can speak to me once. What if we have, again, just a plethora of absolute bimbo fucking cunts? Because remember, your genitalia really influences your ability to think, your ability to have discipline, your ability to make independent choices. So that all makes sense. Again, it just all makes sense. But for mask efficacy, again, I literally just Googled it. Again, a simple question. What is the percentage of limited transmission of any particulate through the air with a mask on their face, and what are the different efficacies of materials? Cloth, P95, titanium steel bulletproof glass 369. No clear responses. I trailed off on a lecture. Again, like I said, I watched these once after I posted them, never again. Lectures ago I posted something that said, what was this saying? The efficacy or the directness of biological studies. Simple question. If you can't say it simply, you don't know it at all. If you can't ask it simply, you're not fucking qualified to fucking speak. And so, in any medicine, biology, again, I've ripped on fucking medical doctors left and right because they're fucking illiterate, because they are. But scientific research, a direct question has a direct response. If you do not understand what is going on, there is 160 lectures about the consistency of language. Try your best. Just try to stop being fucking profoundly illiterate. I really don't know what to say anymore. You have to understand where I'm coming from as a biologist and a judge. I don't care who lives and who dies, not in any rude way, not in any mean way, not in any illegal way. If you can't change your behavior, you want to be fat, you want to be illiterate, you want to be a piece of shit, you want to deny science, well, go hike Mount Everest with no clothes, go swim in an alligator-infested pond in Florida, feed nature. Still seems fair to me. But again, people are so privileged and entitled, they just don't know what the fuck they're doing. Scientists, people in professional capacities. This is not me bitching. This is me, again, people know what the fuck I'm talking about. But mask efficacy. Again, no clear direct answer. If there was a clear scientific result on the internet, I would be able to find it with one clear question. But yes, they fucking work. So I've seen between 20% and 50% efficacy for, again, cloth. 80 to 95% efficacy for vaccines. So if you have a vaccine, would you play the lottery? If you had a 20% to a 50% chance to win the lottery today, would you go play that? Come on, tell me. Yeehaw, you illiterate Texas hillbilly motherfuckers. Yeehaw, Florida. If you had a 20% to a 50% chance to win the lottery, would you go play? I would. And no one cares. I mean, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck who lives, who dies, period, end of story. I just don't fucking care. The thing that would help civilization the most, locally, if you can't change your behavior, die the fuck off. Just die the fuck off. And so again, don't wear your mask, don't get vaccinated, and die the fuck off. Go swimming. Go climb Mount Everest with no t-shirt and say, you're the first person to do that. Get the frostbite and I'll see your body as a monument. I mean, I'm not going to hike Mount Everest, but die the fuck off. This is, again, protected by the First Amendment. This is a judicial ruling. So if I just get censored in any way, not even lawsuit, criminal time. Mask efficacy certainly works. With vaccines, certainly adds, again, a nice cherry on top. Cherry on top of the sundae. Doesn't matter the material. If you want, again, I'm a single male, fully vaccinated, living alone, with no interaction with anybody else. I wear a cloth mask. Just for, again, I like the cloth mask, even for warmth. For the winter time, it's pretty cold outside. But seeing, again, every public intellectual right now is like, the weird fucking Weinsteins who can't speak on biology at all as tenured biologists, who've been kicked out of school for sticking to the truth. Heather Hang, you wouldn't recognize if a hypothesis hit you in the face. Yeah, I don't think you would either. I really don't. I don't think you would recognize a proof if it smacked you around your fucking titties. I really don't. Because it's already has. And so, yeah, that's cool. Just literacy after literacy. And again, like I said, I don't care who lives or dies. I just don't fucking care. I cannot put a proof on someone's desk and then they just literally not just throw up their insecurities and say, do this dumb shit because they have a fucking 300,000 subscribers on YouTube. No understanding how to make that stuff. Do not care about. Mask efficacy certainly works. Let's make sure I'm still rolling. So now we've crossed, again, I just watched their Brett Weinstein and Heather Hang's 105 podcast, and for an hour and 20 minutes after they fucked up their audio for like 30 straight minutes, I heard shitty commentary about vaccines and masks, shitty commentary about the Rittenhouse case, and go outside. Now that was my big 3 takeaways for an hour and 20 minutes. But vaccine type / mode and efficacy plus boosters. Again, these are all practical, direct biological orders. Vaccine type and mode. I tried for like 5 minutes to figure out what the fuck people mean, because they keep saying, the weird Weinsteins, not this brand new type of vaccine. So I try to look it up. Again, you can find some cool charts by people that went to med school for 4 years, again, are completely scientifically illiterate. They've never proven any research. Now they have a white coat. Now they have arrogance. Now they have prestige in society. They're going to work with their insurance companies, charging exorbitant fees for shitty fucking healthcare, but they're all validated because they went to school. They paid $400K for a shitty education, and now, well, they're owed something. So, welcome to the medical system in the United States. And so I tried to figure out what the difference between vaccine types were, again, as this, again, political, scientific, individual, free speech, free thinking, hypotheses-driven people's world. And vaccines, again, Brett Weinstein said, whatever you mean by vaccine, please stop fucking talking. I know you guys got pieces of paper, you are not biologists, you're just not. And so the difference from them was vaccine, again, I try to Google it, and again, clear, simple, if you can't say it simply, you don't know it at all. And if you can't if I can't Google a fucking simple question to find any reasonable response, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So the difference between vaccines and mRNA vaccines were literally versions of the virus, like dumbed down, less virulent. And the mRNA vaccines were just sequenced genomes that produce the same virus. So here we go. It's Thanksgiving. Don't watch any recipes. Don't look at any recipes to cook your dinner. They don't work. They're not proven. We don't have data on that. They're not consistent. Right, Brett and Heather? They're not consistent. An mRNA vaccine is a recipe, an algorithm. And sugar is sugar. Turkeys are turkeys. Garlic, onions, spice, it's all the same shit. And so, somehow, let's just take cannabis for example, or any gardening. You take a planting of a plant, of an asexual reproducing organism of a plant, you cut off a sapling and you just put it in the ground and it grows up. It's not cannabis anymore. Nope. You just copied the recipe. You just copied the genome, which is all reproduction, by the way. Literally all of it. So that is great logic. We have, take a Ford Mustang built by Ford, and that's a company. Here's an engineer, here's this guy, here's that guy. Or take somebody who worked for Ford, who has all of the blueprints, has all of the steel, all of the tires, all of the engine, and then they build it over here. And now it's a way different car. It's way different. It's so different now. And so that's the big difference for everybody for the vaccine types. They not once did I hear the word exposure. Not once did I hear the word tolerance. Not once did I hear the word cellular responsivity. Not once did I hear the word regeneration. Responsivity versus regeneration. How does the cell respond tomorrow? How does it regenerate, pass on its genome tomorrow? And so complete absence of any scientific discourse from, again, people laughing in people's faces. You're right, Heather and Brett. There's no room for scientific error, and you people are not scientists. So have fun running an administrative scientific YouTube channel. Scientific. Boosters, again, certainly work. Exposure increases your cellular count. The real reason you need boosters, or again, just your cellular responsivity at the beginning. If you're not in good health, you're always going to need exposure, need medicine, stuff like that. Make sure I'm still rolling. We'll talk a little about myo and pericarditis. So the last kind of thing I've seen recently on the news about myo and pericarditis, inflammation of the myo's heart, in its context, I'm not exactly sure. It's probably just other sort of inflammation of the heart. But again, this is like kind of the other big concern. Should we give vaccines to 5 to 11 to 12-year-olds, even though there's a proof on the internet about the genome? Is myo and pericarditis extremely rare? And I looked it up and I saw I think it was 68 or 69 cases. We'll round up to say 69. And again, you can Google the shit your dumb fucking selves. But there was no deaths. And again, I've seen on Twitter people dying. I mean, once one or two. But from my understanding, myo or pericarditis is just introduction of a pathogen, and then your heart beats fast for a little bit and you get scared. For like 68 to 69 people with no deaths. No confirmed, again, cause of death, again, not to err to the fucking dumb society standard. Cause of death is not super correct all of the times, but just because your body's connected to general diagnoses, stuff like that. But when I see stuff like, I don't want my kid to have myocarditis, don't say weird word salad words. If your heart beat really fast and you didn't die, your heart beat really fast and you didn't die. And again, I don't care who gets vaccinated, I don't care who gets unvaccinated, I just don't fucking care. I mean, fuck at this point. Like I said, we've talked about the movie Purge. 0% inciting violence, 0% thinking it'll do anything useful. At this point, like maybe World War III, the Purge, I mean, who fucking cares? People are just so stupid they can't listen. Not listen to me, listen to a proof. Read words, listen to fucking logic. They can't. They functionally can't. And so, the only meaningful scientific analysis would be comparing myocarditis and pericarditis to just normal instances, whenever that happens regularly, just for anything, and additionally with exposure to COVID, additionally with exposure to any disease, any pathogen. But again, nobody cares about anything, and I don't either. Like, who fucking cares? But I got denied. So that's all I want to say about the biology, because this stuff is just hilarious. Again, like I don't care. Do whatever the fuck you want to do. No one gives a fuck. Enjoy your Thanksgiving with your broken ass families where no one cares about anybody. You're all gonna fucking judge each other and see if anyone's progressing in life faster than you, and they're gonna fucking talk some bullshit about you care about one another. And then you're gonna fucking eat some turkey, and you're gonna go back to your broken ass shitty fucking families. You're gonna go have an affair, you're gonna go cheat, and then you're gonna just be all fucking broken, and no one gives a flying fuck about fucking anything. So, happy Thanksgiving. Yeah. Again, shout out to the original Pilgrims. Again, remember, we referenced the first dude who ate his wife in a hole in, like, I don't know, the early 1600s. That dude was pretty cool. But, yeah, I got denied from the choral scholars. Again, Julie Fallis and Maureen Nicalif. They've literally written songs. Julie's have, certainly. But I got, dear candidates, thank you very much for your application, blah, blah, blah. Unfortunately, we're not able to offer you an audition on this occasion. An audition. An audition. Although your application was unsuccessful at this time, the panel would be happy for you to apply again as you develop your voice. I would love to develop my voice. And so it's very cool. I would love to develop my voice. Yeah, I would. I don't know. I don't know how I'd do that. I literally trained my singing to an extensive level for 5 hours a day. I've been doing so since 2016, 17. You sing one time in front of another person and you see the reaction, you know you can sing. And then you go watch people that are worth $500 million sing and you say, well, they really can't sing. Not really. You need microphones and merchandise and hype and promoters and agents and shit. Nah, you can keep all that. I don't need no equipment. Just listen. But I need to develop my voice. So I said, LOL, no problem. 100 compositions, again, copyrighted on the internet, and would have paid for every student's tuition. And I would have. Fuck you. So, I will never visit Ireland. Ireland, no thank you. Nothing personal, just no thank you. Like, again, I can't sing. Again, imagine doing what I've done and someone telling you you can't sing. And again, I'm trying to leave this country actively and for real. And there's just no law enforcement, there's no rules, there's no regulations, no one cares. Mike DeWine and Fran DeWine, they can't, is Becky coming to the fucking Thanksgiving dinner this year? Did you give her cannabis? So, I don't give a flying fuck. I don't get to live my life, I really just don't. No one cares, no one gives a flying fuck. Just really no one fucking cares. So let's see how long this one's going and maybe some stories. So no real stories that fit the wonderful topics and themes of this conversation. I'm stuck. I'm literally stuck on a planet where people can't change. Nothing matters that much. Nothing's that important. I'm trying to live my life. I'm trying to have a family, and no one cares. There's nothing I can do. There's no one I can call. There's nowhere I can go. I continue to live one of the most disgusting human experiences that has ever been documented. And so, no real stories. Again, I got 20 more, but just nothing that's super in line with this. Still trying to build my YouTube channel. Shout out to my 35 subs. Hey, we're blowing up, yo. Going to the moon. Turning it up. Getting the money. Fucking the bag up. Let's go. But again, I got 20 more stories, and I always got more shit to talk about. So I'll see you on the next episode. Thanks for watching.